Hi, I'm Dr. Jerry Newcombe from South Florida in the United States of America, and this is my film, Endowed by Their Creator. It's part of a 7-part series called The Foundation of American Liberty. The main thing I hope people take away from Endowed by Their Creator is the idea that America is not a happy accident. It was basically ideas that went in there, and some of those ideas are based on the Bible. And the essence of the American experiment is summarized in the Declaration of Independence. It's the idea that we have our rights from God, and it enables we the people. The phrase used there is the consent of the governed. So really, America is all about self-rule under God, and Endowed by Their Creator tries to show how the God factor needs to be remembered when we're telling the American story. For years and years, I've been very interested in the whole subject of history. And it is a fascinating subject. Why was America unique in many ways? Why did the U.S. Constitution become the model for many other constitutions? As I started to dig and learn about these things, I realized a lot of times when the American story is told, they often leave out the God factor. But the God factor is key. Why did all these people uproot and first come over to America in the first place? Most of these were Christian settlements for pilgrims and Puritans and Quakers and so forth, seeking to be able to worship the Lord in the purity of their conscience. 150 years later, after those first settlements, the founders of America recognized our God-given rights were being trampled on by the British government. And so they ended up declaring independence from Great Britain while at the same time declaring dependence upon God. And we made a film about all this, and it's called Endowed by Their Creator. I imagine every filmmaker to some degree has a challenge when it comes to money. I remember at one point I was thinking, how in the world am I going to get footage related to, for example, the American Revolution? And so I went online and I found that there are some different groups that do reenactments. And I thank God, just before COVID hit, I was able to go and hit the mother lode in Camden, South Carolina in early November of 2019. And I brought 2 cameras with me, and I managed to get all kinds of shots of reenactments of American Revolutionary War scenes. And that weekend was such a treasure trove of such great shots, just showing all kinds of great reenactment. And so I was really thankful. It was an answer to my prayer that I didn't even realize how incredible those shots were. Then COVID hit, and they were not doing those kinds of things anymore for a long while. So I feel very blessed that I was able to get in there on time. At providenceforum.org, which is an organization I have the privilege to be the executive director of, we have all kinds of resources, video, written materials, podcasts, quizzes, basically dealing with the spiritual roots of America. Freedom is not free. Sometimes it has to be fought for. Patrick Henry, one of America's key founding fathers, said this. He said, "It is when a people forget God that tyrants forge their chains." First of all, let me give greetings from South Florida to the History International Film Festival based in Vienna. Roman and your crew, you're doing a wonderful job. Thank you so much for including us as part of this.